What's up, party people? It's KeysDAN with RadioWhat.com, DJLittleRock.com, coming to you live and in living color from the Radio What studios. And this is my podcast, What Makes You Famous? It's an extension of the RadioWhat.com internet radio station that I've been running for quite some time. And if you need DJ services, where do I always send you? DJLittleRock.com. One more time, DJLittleRock.com. Check availability, get a free price quote, and maybe you can have me at your next event. You know I like to party with the people. The people need to be entertained. Are you not entertained? Let me entertain you. Speaking of entertainment, today on the program, I have ScoolaScoola, SCOOLA times 2, ScoolaScoola from North Carolina. And, you know, all around this great country of ours, ScoolaScoola hip-hop artist from Branch Off Records. I almost said that wrong. In fact, I did say that wrong. branchoffrecords.com. I'll say that right off the bat so you can go look at that website while you're listening to my conversation with ScoolaScoola. This week's shows, I have 3 public shows for your listening pleasure. On Wednesday night, I'll be at Mally's in Conway, Arkansas. Mally's Entertainment. They got video games, a whole bowling alley, pool tables, drinks. They got bars, 2 bars, kitchen, good food. They got laser tag, escape rooms, over 50,000 feet of fun. And they got party rooms. So they got private party rooms. And I'll be on stage on Wednesday night for the video dance party, ladies night. And this Wednesday night, they got line dancing. So I'll be playing the music for the line dancers, and they'll have a couple of line dance instructors from the Rowdy Roustabout Dancers here in Conway, Arkansas. So it's a nice couple, a young man and a young woman that will teach you how to dance the line dances, and not just the electric slide, not just the Macarena, not just the Cupid shuffle and the cha-cha slide. They'll teach you a whole lot more. In fact, they had me get a few extra songs because they want to teach you some new stuff. They got country music and stuff that you wouldn't even know had a line dance to it, unless you really go to these line dance clubs. But Wednesday night, it's going to be a lot of fun from 6 to 9 at Mally's Entertainment in Conway, Arkansas. And then I'm back again on Thursday night from 6 to 9 for the video dance party karaoke jam at Mally's Entertainment. Thursday nights while you're bowling, you can take a little break from bowling or video games, have some drinks, and then you get up on the big stage with me. Yours truly. I'm up and come and share the stage with me. Sing a song. You provide the entertainment. I'll push a button and you get to sing a song right on the big stage. And let me tell you, that stage is solid. You could probably put a whole orchestra up there and have no problem. I don't think I've been on a stage that solid in a long, long time. And the sound system is kicking. Bass, how low can you go? It is so good. Mally's Entertainment. So I'm there on Wednesday nights from 6 to 9 for the dance party, and then on Thursday nights from 6 to 9 for the karaoke jam. And then on Friday night, yes, I've been at the Rab probably going on 20 years on and off. I've been at the Rab in Conway, Arkansas. Getting close. It's getting close to 20 years. If it's not exactly, you know what? It might be. I forget how long I've been in this town. But the Rab in Conway, Arkansas for the video dance party karaoke jam on Friday nights. Good times, full bar, kitchens open, good food, 10 diamond style pool tables. In fact, they got a pool tournament on Friday nights. So if you want to try your hand at playing pool and possibly make some money while you're doing it, you come on out to the Rab. You get to the Rab and you get to have some good times, good people, good food, good drinks, good fun. And the video dance party karaoke jam, and their sound system kicks butt too. Man, I'm blessed to be playing at these places that really care about sound and I mean, it sounds good. It feels good. That bass gets into your heart, into your soul. And I'll try to play the music that you want to hear. If you're going to hear something special, don't hesitate to ask me. No, don't do it. Don't hesitate. All right, that's it. And then Saturday, I think I might have a private show. So unless you're invited, you cannot come. That's what I usually save my Saturdays for. So excited that I keep doing weddings and birthday parties and corporate events. Love it. Love it. I like to play for the people. Speaking of playing for the people, ScoolaScoola likes to play for the people. I got him on Skype, so if you're listening to the audio version, check out the video version on my YouTube, youtube.com/user/KeysDAN. Skyping ScoolaScoola of Branch Off Records now. Oh, okay. All right.
Shout out to my son DJ for coming. Yeah. Shout out to my son DJ.
Your son DJ? Is he a DJ?
Yeah. No, he's 13.
Okay, well, that's all right, man. In my room, I was a DJ all through high school, as soon as I got my first record, I cut so hard, I thought I was a DJ. Check, 1, 2.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But 13,
there you go. Yeah.
13 years old, he probably never even heard of a record. Does he have any records?
Nah, he not into it. He just my oldest son, you know what I mean? So he gonna be a record label executive.
Oh, I got you. Off the what do we call it? Branch Off Records?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well,
Yes,
I guess we should begin at the beginning, man. You're from I guess it's a small town. What is Supply, North Carolina? Tell me about who ScoolaScoola is.
Yeah, we Supply the actual city that we live in, but where I'm from, we kind of represent ourselves by our neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? So I'm from City Grove, Turkey Trap Road, Supply, North Carolina, and I'm co-owner, CEO of president of Branch Off Records. Go to branchoffrecords.com to see all our merchandise, see all our artists, see a lot of stuff we got going on, and how I got in touch with you was through my partner, Timo James. Big salute to him. Southern Plug Magazine, absolutely doing it real big. And I'm from North Carolina. I'm out here by the beach, man. So if anybody out there that's not like by beaches, that all be like by rivers and lakes and all that shit. If you want to come to the beach, come down here where I'm at. I live 5 minutes from the beach.
Man, I'm born and raised in Miami. I was a baby. They told me I was born in North Miami Beach General. And, I lived in the Florida Keys, which is where KeysDAN came from. So I know all about the ocean. I know about the water. And I miss the ocean so much. I'm here in the middle of the United States right now in Arkansas. So, I haven't seen a beach in, it's got to be over 15 years now. And I miss it. I miss it so much.
Yeah, one thing about it, our beach ain't like Miami Beach, not like that. It's a, Mayberry town with a beach.
Well, yeah, my wife definitely wants to go back to the beach. And speaking of my wife, she asked me, "Hey, who are you doing a podcast with?" And I showed her a picture of you, and she goes, "He's cute." So stay away from my wife.
Absolutely. I got my own. I got my own method, and tell her thank her.
Understood. I will tell her thank you
for giving you the space to to link up with me and keep doing what you're doing, man. That's dope, man. You got a good wife, man.
Well, I appreciate that so much, man. And she does give me my little space. I mean, she's got the rest of the house. She gets control of everything. What do I get? I get this little corner of the room that I get to talk to people from all over the world.
Is that where your happy space is?
It is my happy spot, man.
That's what you need.
Well, all right, man. North Carolina. You mentioned that you go by neighborhoods, and I didn't think that happened in a small town. I thought it only happened in big cities. Like we're from the 23rd, we're from the big 25. You know, you see it in colors when you're talking about South Central and Compton and on the west side, and then you hear it with the boroughs and I'm from Hell's Kitchen. I'm from little parts of New York. Chicago has its own little things. Oh, I'm Juliet from whatever, little tiny towns. And then Miami, I guess Miami, we had our own thing like that too. Because I think if you have...
It's all neighborhoods.
Yeah, if you have a population that, you know, I had like 1 million people on my block, you know, and I'm from a small town called Miami, population 1 million.
But you know, man, it's neighborhoods, man. It's so in Miami.
Yes, sir.
There's a lot of neighborhoods.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And there's a lot of neighborhoods that makes up that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That what Miami is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, it's the same thing. It's the same thing here.
I mean,
it's neighborhood.
When you start talking about neighborhoods, you make me homesick, man. I'm from Opelika and Carroll City. Carroll City, I think, was the first town that I knew. And then, you know, we got Hialeah. That's where my grandparents were from. And then my mom, you know, at Homestead, I lived there. And these are all still little tiny pieces of Miami-Dade. And it used to be Dade County. Now it's just Miami-Dade County because Miami got so big, kind of spread out, kind of like L.A. From what I understand, if you say, oh, yeah, where's L.A.? Well, there is no L.A. L.A. is so spread out. And then New York is so tight. That's on the opposite spectrum. You go to New York and Chicago, it's all people on top of people. But, you know, you're in North Carolina. My best friend and my brother both moved out of South Florida, both moved out of the Miami, South Florida area, and went to North Carolina to try to start making a living. North Carolina feels like it is the place to be. Have you ever lived any place else but North Carolina?
Yeah, I lived in Cameron, Louisiana, which after Katrina, Cameron went underwater, so that don't even exist no more.
It's still gone?
Yeah, it's still gone. Yeah.
That's what the lakes, man, the levees, when the levees break.
Yeah.
So it's
that whole space, Cameron, Louisiana, it don't even exist no more. It's in the water. But that's where we used to live for a little while in Louisiana. But for the most part, we've been here, and I've been living in different neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, I mean, what makes
I'm a Brother County baby, man. I've been here my entire life.
What is the appeal of North Carolina besides the fact that ScoolaScoola is there and Branch Records? Branch-Off Records is there. I mean, that alone is a reason to go to North Carolina. But why do people go? And, are there a lot of jobs? Or is it prosperous? Or has it been? Because, both my brother and my best friend, they both went there. And about 5-6 years ago, they both moved out. One went to Washington, D.C. in that area, and the other one went to Washington State. And I'm like, why did they leave North Carolina? Did it have a downfall?
I don't know. I don't know, because a lot of really when people move here that's really not from here, they move to the cities, Charlotte, Raleigh, Durham, or go to the mountains, you know what I'm saying, or something like that, or even come to the beach, you know what I'm saying. So, I don't know why people leave, but shit, people just making the best decisions for their own self. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here. I'm here. I'm home here.
Okay.
That's why I've been trying to figure out why the hell I ain't left yet. But I got my kids here, my mother's here, my family's here. I own property here. I got cars and businesses and everything else here at home. You know what I mean? But I can't. But it's not all about home, because I gotta go out to build relationships. That's why I'm so thankful to be on here with you. You know what I mean? For your people to understand who I am. You know what I mean? To check out branchoffrecords.com. Check out the artists, check out the music, um, everything. You know what I mean? And I'm nominated for some awards, and so I can't speak on the whole state of North Carolina, but I can speak on City Grove, Turkey Trap Road, and Holden Beach. You know what I
Well,
mean?
that's what we do, man. That, people are always worried about, or people often, especially over the last election, people worry about the federal government, the big government. You got to worry about the people around you, your neighborhood. You start with yourself to make sure that you're feeling good, that you got yourself straight. Then you take care of your family, then you take care of your friends, and you go out into the neighborhood as you can, as much as your resources allow. You take care of the people locally. You think globally, but take care of those people locally. Your local politicians, your local librarian, your local police, your local teachers. You got to take care of the people around you.
Yeah, because the teachers is your family. They're your cousins, they're your sisters, they're your aunties. These regular people out here doing everyday jobs.
And that's, the thing about a rapper is the hip hop artist is that you're a storyteller. You're telling stories about your life from your perspective. Did it start out where you're singing about, your school? And I know I looked up a little bit about North Carolina Supply. Did you go to Supply Elementary School and Cedar Grove's Middle School? Are those the two spots?
No, I didn't. When I was in school, we didn't have Cedar Grove Middle School. There was no Cedar Grove Middle School when I was there, but I did go to a Supply Elementary School. But now our kids don't go to. They built another school since then. Like since I've been out of school, they built like a bunch of different schools. You know what I mean? I wish that we could go to Cedar Grove Middle School when we was in middle school, cause we could walk to school. And we'll probably go to school and tie our dogs up outside.
Well, no, that means that the town is prospering. Okay, that lets me know that the thing is growing.
Absolutely. Our town is. I mean, our everything around here, man, is blowing up. It's getting real big. It's a lot of people moving here. Yeah, all that. You know what I mean? But we still gonna protect our neighborhood. You know what I mean? I'm still, try to get out here and meet people in the world and try to change, some of these young gentlemen try to change their mind about some stuff.
But, by the same token, I'm listening to some of your raps and especially some of the older ones, they touch along the same subjects that a lot of the young rappers, when they first start off, it's girls, it's cars, it's money, it's the material things, and it's a lot of that. But as time progresses, do you feel like your raps are getting more sophisticated, maybe more refined, to where you're singing about different things besides? I mean, yeah, there's always money, there's always cars, there's always girls, there's always drinks. We going out to a party, and those songs are the ones that are going to get played at the clubs because it's going to make people think, oh yeah, I'm here at the club having some money, looking at some girls, having some drinks. Yeah.
Now I'm, because I don't really want to, like, I love making music. I mean, I've been making music since I was so young. I love making music, but I understand that this is it really is a young person's game. Not to say to anybody out there that's my age, late 30s, about to go into their 40s, to stop making music, because if you love music the way I love music, keep making music. You know what I mean? But as far as the industry is concerned, and and all that, like the hype and people that want to do young people stuff, if you got an opportunity to let them young people do that stuff, then through you know what I mean, then yeah, let them do it. You know what I mean? Let them be young, because we done been there. Like, we done been there. We know what's going on. They think they got all the answers, but trust me, and we don't have all the answers either. but we just been there. You know what I mean? We've been through that. We've been 21, 22, 17, 18, 6. You know what I mean? We done been there. And my little young homies down here, you know what I mean? I as much as I want to stop them, much as I want to stop them and say, man, fuck the bullshit. You know what I mean? I can't because, nobody couldn't stop us. Nobody couldn't stop me.
Well, I mean, that's true. Okay, when you're 17, 18, you're limited on the amount of knowledge. You may think you know everything. I remember when I was 17, I knew everything. And now that as soon as I got over 40, I realized I didn't know anything. That's what happens. But you have the wisdom. And like I said, a hip hop artist, a rapper is a storyteller. And if you've had a life, you got more stories to tell. You got more wisdom to impart on the young people. So your music gets more refined. Like I said, it doesn't. And as you travel around this world of ours, I don't know how much further besides Louisiana you've been, but as you travel and you have stories about the hurricane, ruined your whole town, sank your town underwater. That is a rap right there.
Wait, have you ever been in a hurricane before?
Yeah, I'm from Miami, Florida, the Florida Keys. Yeah, we've been through some hurricanes. Andrew was probably the worst one. I was a firefighter in Key Largo, and Andrew went through Homestead, which is about 50 miles north. But we had, we stayed in the fire department in Key Largo, and then we walked up there.
No, I'm sorry, not Homestead. No. I was in Homestead. It was a few years. It was actually a lot of years ago. I went down there to do some work after one of the hurricanes.
Yes.
You know how to be paying all that money after them hurricanes to be want people to come in and help and stuff.
Yes.
So I went down there, and man, let me tell you something about Homestead, Florida. I'll never go back no more.
Well, that was about 1992, and I remember 93, we had construction workers would come in, and they were in every little spot, and we called them the roofers from hell, because they would come in and steal everything. They stole my bike, okay? I'm still mad about that. They stole my $700 bike that I had sitting out in front of my house, and they were renting the upstairs apartment, and they took my bike. My bike, man. Somebody find that roofer and get my bike back.
Look, let me tell you the difference. Nobody would have took nothing from none of us. I promise you.
Okay. Well done.
I'm talking about, man, nobody want to take nothing from us. I wouldn't give a damn where they came from or what they got going on. They wouldn't take none of our stuff.
Well, all right. When you went down there, did you do construction? Were you building houses? What were you doing?
I was doing roofing.
Okay. Well, that's good, man. That's what people needed, because that's mostly what people had damaged was that's what a hurricane does. It tears the roof off your house.
But I was about 15, 16 years old when I did that shit, man. And that's a crazy place.
Well, I'm glad they had you.
Huh?
I'm glad you came. I'm glad you went. You made a couple dollars, but you still it's mutually beneficial because you helped these people that needed a roof.
Yeah, and the people I was working with, man, they didn't pay me like they were supposed to, and it was the craziest time I have ever had in my. It was crazy as fuck. It was so crazy. So one day we get off. We get off the roof. We go to, because everything down there is like 4 lanes. Just to go to the Hardee's or McDonald's or whatever's down there. You know what I mean? It's all 4 lanes, right?
Yeah.
So we go down there to eat lunch. It's police, the news, people everywhere. So we couldn't go where we wanted to go eat lunch. So we goes into another store. I'm in the store about to buy me a drink. Man, they're talking about the dude got pulled over by the police, talking about a seatbelt ticket, and the dude got right out the car and shot 3 of the police.
Yeah, welcome to Miami.
I said, where the fuck is we at? I said, what the fuck? it was, man, I'm telling you, when I was down there in Homestead, Florida, I was down there to do some work, man. But that shit was, but I was good. I mean, no, I wasn't good because some crazy shit happened. Because the vehicle we went down there in caught on fire the same night we was there.
You have had the Miami experience, man. Even though that car, that might have been a coincidence. I drove a pickup truck that was caught on fire. My dad gave it to me, and he says, "Oh, don't worry about that. I fixed the electrical part. Everything else is charred inside that pickup truck. Stuff catches on fire in the Keys. I think it might be the salt water that gives you an electrical charge. I'm just guessing."
It wasn't. It didn't have nothing to really. It didn't have nothing to do with where we was at. You know what I mean? It was just the people I was with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That caused. And I was like, what the man? It was so crazy in South Florida, man. I mean, Homestead.
Oh, yeah.
So the day I left the day before, but the day after, they was having a big old pig picking in the Everglades. Like the guy that company. Yeah, they was having a big old pig picking and, you know, barbecuing and everything out there in the Everglades and all this and that. I said, no, hell no. No, I'm going back home. I called my mom. I said, Mom, because I was still working here at home. So I still had money here at home. You know what I mean? At, you know, 16, 18 years old. I said, Mom, go down there and get me a bus ticket. I'm getting the fuck away from this fucking place.
Understood, but I'm glad you had the South Florida experience. My grandfather is Cuban, so he'd have like these half oil drums and put a whole pig in those oil drums with a little apple in the mouth, with the pig, apple in the mouth, and all his kids, as the skin gets cooked, we taking the little pork rinds off. Pork rinds.
South Florida is Cuban, Jamaican. Oh yeah,
but that's just it.
But I will say this, not you know, even though I had my experience with it, it really didn't have nothing to do with South Florida.
Yeah.
I will say this: all the people that I met there, I loved that was awesome.
Well, that's just it, man. You talk about America being a melting pot. If you go to South Florida, we got everybody. If you think about Rapper's Delight, the black, the white, the red, and the brown, the cripple and yellow, that's all South Florida. Everybody. I think my second cousin is black as night, and we both Cuban. Okay, Armandito is like midnight. His skin melanin is so black. I'm not black. I'm Cuban. Oh, okay. People just mixed and melted in Miami and in big cities. I think you got to get along, or you're not gonna go along. So you get along, man. And there's shootings. I did a lot of clubs on South Beach. I don't know if you made it to the beach. I know Homestead. I lived in Homestead, and that's not really near the beach, but it is near the Everglades. So you got to see a lot of alligators.
I was just out there I was out there in Orlando.
Disney.
Gucci. I did a show with Gucci Man and Boston Richie. I opened up for him.
What? Like somewhere near Disney or what? Or Church Street?
I don't know where we was at. You know, but if you check out my Instagram, you will see the flyers and all that stuff.
Okay. Well, I mean, there's two main parts of Orlando. I lived there for about a year. And one of them is, of course, you got Disney, which is just outside of Orlando. Really, it's in Valencia. But then you got Church Street. And Church Street has all these clubs as well. And I worked at one called The Edge. It was a big, giant warehouse. And they put the DJ up on the second floor. And you, as the DJ, you get to look down on this crowd of people. That was an experience. And this is 94, 95, something like that. And Magic was still, Shaquille was still on the Orlando Magic. And Shaquille came in one night and rapped for us. He came in and all you saw was a head going over this crowd of people. Boom, boom, boom. Big man. and he sang his song, "You Know I Got Skills." You know I got skills.
Yeah,
I don't know if you remember that one.
and that, yeah, man, it's all about making memories, man.
It is, man. And if you've been,
It's
all
all
right,
about making memories.
I'm glad you've been to South Florida because everybody needs to go at least one time. You know what place? I've been to LA and all up and down the West Coast, so I've seen all that, but I've never been to New York, man, and I've never been really to Chicago. I kind of went by Chicago to where I can look at it from the highway, but I never stopped.
So we got we sponsored a show in Manhattan. So we went to New York and we had our people, cause some of our people from New York, but they live down here, you know what I mean? But they're from New York, so they know New York. So we get to New York at like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. So we can't even go get in our hotel room. We outside. It's people everywhere. So I you know what I mean, I drink, you know what I mean? So but I was drinking for 13 hours all the way to New York. Got down there and got sick.
Okay.
Got down there and got sick, started throwing up and that. So and then I'm talking about it was a lot of people out there, serious people out there. But everybody showed me nothing but love. I mean, we went to the show that night. Wu-Tang was there. The So For Real people was there. Salt and Pepper was there. And we highlight, like, we sponsored the show. So whenever you look at the screens on the TVs all around the bar and stuff, you'll see the Branch Off Records logo up there and everything. We had the VIPs and we actually did a distribution thing with Bentley Records back then. But one of their representatives came out and so it was funny because we go in there and all the VIP booths is full. So I'm like, well, damn, you know what I'm saying? What's going on? So the people was like, nah, fuck that. You pick whatever booth you want, and whoever's sitting there, they got to get the fuck on. I said, well, y'all pick it because I'm not gonna pick it. I'm not gonna tell these people they got to get up. You know what I mean? But the people, somebody, matter of fact, our guy from Bentley, he picked the booth, and then the security and everybody just came and got him. It was like, look, y'all, nah, this day shit. Like if this is the old shit, really.
Okay, that just told me you're a smart man because you didn't want to start a fight to pick somebody's table. No, let somebody else handle that. But I
already done my business. I done my business. You know what I mean? Y'all just make sure I'm straight.
Yeah. Well, the other part of that story lets me know, look, you're living the life of an entertainer. You're doing what you need to do to get the branch off, to get the ScoolaScoola, to get the name out there. Okay?
Yeah.
Because you've been all around this country of ours, putting on shows, sponsoring shows. These are things that I did with terrestrial radio. And I miss those times when I'm working for a radio station and we're putting on a show, putting on a concert. Like you're in Orlando with Gucci Mane, and you're up in New York with the likes of Salt and Pepper. These are, that's legendary right there.
Yeah, and then so Rico Moreno is like my part. Like,
okay, well, I did see his name.
Yeah, he a good friend with one of my partners and shit. So he come down here and check us out all the time. You know what I mean? And he was actually they actually came to the house, and my partner was on the phone with him, and he was like, "Man, I'm over here fucking with school," and he was like, "Man, Rico want to holler at you." I was like, "What's up?" He was like, "Man, school, everybody watch you, everybody see you. You know what I mean? Like you keep doing what you're doing. Like don't know about like everybody watch you, but you know what the game is now. So." You know what I mean? So, everybody watching you here with us.
People ask me.
Your time coming.
Man, I've been an MC, I've been a DJ since 1986 officially. And, people ask me all the time, hey, is being a DJ fun? I said, yeah, the work, the money can be good, but the work is not steady. You got to hustle all the time.
Man, I'm going to tell you something, man. In my situation, man, it's not even. I'm hoping to one day, really get the money and let it all pay off. But it's fun, having this podcast to be on here with you tonight. You know what I mean? It's fun building relationships with different people that's in that's in very high places. You know what I'm saying? And I've had meetings with several people that make several millions of dollars, and help man, the biggest people in the industry. You know what I mean? The people that put them where they are. I got relationships with them people, and them people all tell me the same thing. You here?
Yeah,
just create. Gotta create it.
It's nice to be. It's nice to be in that orbit, man. To now that you've been on the What Makes You Famous podcast, I'll be looking at you. I'll be looking for you. I'll be doing what I can to help you out. If you got music, I'll play it on RadioWhat.com. I'll play it at the clubs when I'm out on the streets, because I do 3 shows a week at least. And one of my jobs as a club DJ is to break out the new artists, break out the new songs. And it's something I've been doing, and part of the stuff that I like doing. I don't play instruments. I don't really sing all that much. I do some karaoke stuff, but I'm not a singer. I'm not a rapper. I could steal some raps. Heavy D's my favorite rapper, so I memorized almost all of Heavy D's raps. I definitely got that in my head. But you are the one that has the thoughts in your head, and you're able to spit them through your mouth in a coherent way, man, that makes sense to people, that makes people feel a certain kind of something. It's a power that you have, man. But you have an experience, that you got drunk for 13 hours. I'm sure that's going to be a lyric. That's going to be a lyric. And then you got sick in New York City. That's going to be a lyric somehow.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And they all showed love, man. And it was like, man, it's so crazy. Like when we home, shit was just regular. But when we be out of town, man, we are the stars. So when I went down there in New York and I was drunk and sick, it was like, what he need? What we going to do? Well, we're going to take care of him. You know what I mean? All the people with like people that run them cities, man. You know what I'm saying? That was a crazy thing. I was like, damn, like they really run these cities out here.
Yes. I mean, the people need to be entertained. And a famous person is a famous person. And they'll stay famous as long as they keep doing their job, keep doing what they need to do, putting themselves out there over and over. Now, if you were once famous and you decide, well, I want to give it all up and go be a fry cook at McDonald's, you could do that. And people are slowly going to forget you. Hey, what happened? What happened to ScoolaScoola? I used to see him for a lot of times, and he'll start fading away. But as long as you stay, putting on shows and it stays fun for you, because being a DJ, it is fun. It's nice to play for people and watch them on the dance floor, grooving to the music that you're playing. And it's nice, man, when you're spitting that microphone and they're grooving to the music to what you're saying. They're listening to you and they're going.
And we got our own DJ on our label too. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But we don't really he do his own thing. I'm very proud of him.
Yeah.
Shout out DJ Wednesday. He do his own thing. He play his records. He play our records. He play other records. People in the neighborhood, and he stay pretty busy. So I'm very proud of him. You know what I mean? I want to get him on the road so we can do it. You know what I mean? So he can get on a bigger platform. You know what I'm saying? But he's awesome, and I definitely appreciate him so much. DJ Wednesday, shout out to him. Go to branchoffrecords.com. You will see me up there. You feel me?
You see, but every hip hop group does need a good DJ to get the tracks going. Unless you're going to bring a whole band like the Beastie Boys. They used to have their own instruments and play music. But for the most part, you got Run, DMC, and Jam Master Jay. You got Salt, you got Pepper, you got Spinderella, you got you got Fresh Prince, you got DJ Jazzy Jeff. Okay, I mean these are legends.
Snoop Dogg, and you got Dr. Dre.
That is correct, man. Somebody has got to play that record so the MC can get out front and do what he's got to do. Hype that crowd up. Get them thinking a certain kind of way. Get them feeling. They got out of their chairs, out of their couches, away from their big screen TVs to go see a ScoolaScoola show. So what are you going to give them? You're going to give them something.
yeah, hey, I mean, everywhere I go, man, I do it my best. You know what I mean? And you know, but plus anybody that's ever been around me, no, I do it big, man. I do it for the people that's around me. You know what I mean? It ain't like everything I do is for my family and for, you know what I mean, for my team. You know what I mean? I'm not a selfish person. You know what I mean? I know for a fact because the way my mama raised me, I'm only here for a little small time. And after that's over, that's over. But while you here, you make an impact. You make the biggest fucking impact. And if anybody don't like it, tell them to kiss your fucking ass. And you fucking be the biggest star that you want to be because you can do it. And my mama tell me that all the time.
Well, tell me more about
So
your mama. What kind of stuff was she into? What kind of work was she into? Was she in the entertainment business too?
No, mama's a gangster.
That'll teach you how to hustle.
Yeah, yeah. Mama she worked 2-3 jobs, you know, to raise us, do the best she could. She had 3 boys by 3 different men, and you know, we all grew up together, and we grew up in the neighborhood, and you know, here we is.
Well, tell me about the brothers. Did they grow up right? Did they get into this rap stuff too, or no?
Oh yeah, my oldest brother, he live in Seattle, he in the union, he killing it. And then my other brother's many more better. Check him out. I think he's my favorite rapper of all time.
Okay, I did see them on the Branch Off Records on the website. You got Mo Betta and Mini Bo Betta. Are they? Yeah. Those are brothers.
We all grew up together. Like we all grew up together. So, like we that tight. Like that's what it is. It's just, you know, it's just us. We just been together our whole life.
That is cool, man. Sometimes friends are as close as brothers. Like I said, my best friend from high school, he moved up to North Carolina. You know, he wasn't a cop, but he worked like forensics and stuff like that, working for the analyzing and helping people solve cases and stuff like that. You know, I thought that was a great way to get into it. If you can't be a cop, at least be somebody who could, help people in other ways without shooting them. That'd be good. You don't have to shoot people. You can actually, use your mind and solve cases that way.
My damn light just went out.
Oh, well, we live. The man brought a ring light. For those that are listening to the audio version, the man's in his car because his whole family, the whole family's running around the house making noise, not letting the man have a space. I mean, we were talking earlier about my little corner of the house. The man doesn't even have a corner. The man's got his car with a ring light.
I got 3 cars.
He's got 3 cars. You got 3 cars. They put him in the smallest one.
I'm like, damn. But if I go in the house, I'm telling you, it's.
We do what we do, man. How many kids you got?
I got 3. I got 2 here with me, and I got 1 in Jacksonville, Florida.
That is sweet, man. See, and that's why North Carolina had to build more schools, because they got people like you, ScoolaScoola, being fruitful and multiplying, making the future.
But I tell you this though, all my kids, honestly, people have kids and be like, they didn't mean to have the kid. All 3 of my kids, I wanted every last one of them.
Well, I wanted mine eventually.
No, I wanted mine. Look, I wanted mine right then. I got every last one.
No, that's beautiful, man.
One of them. I wasn't, because I wasn't out fucking around like that. You know what I mean? And that was one thing that really saved my life. You know what I mean? Was even when I was in the streets, when I got out of high school, I was in relationships. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was in relationships was really like I was in the streets, but I wasn't in the streets as much as other people was because I had a woman to go home to, and
Yeah, you got something to live for. That's part of the Constitution. Yeah. Pursuit of happiness. You were pursuing happiness.
And then when I had my first child, I let everything go.
Understood, man.
Fuck the street.
I remember. Let's
Fuck
see.
having to look over my shoulder, because if I have to look over my shoulder and I got any of my kids with me, shit.
See, a lot of guys don't. A lot of guys will complain about their families. Man, I love my family. I love coming home and seeing my family. I see their smiling faces. And if they're happy to see me, that's even better, man. And most of the time, I'm very happy to say they are happy to see me. And that's a beautiful thing, man. It's good that you have a good life, man. That is going to keep you safe. I worked at the hospital down in Miami. And I remember, the kids in pediatrics would have like some strange names. There was one kid that came in, his name was GG. Oh, what's GG stand for? God's gift. Why is it God's gift? No, it's
Look, I got a little niece.
Yeah.
Her name is GG.
Well, yeah, but his full name was God's gift saved Gary. Gary was his dad. Dad was a junkie. As soon as God's gift was born, Gary got off of everything, cleaned up his act. God's gift saved Gary.
It'll do it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it'll do it. It did it for me. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm talking about when I was like the same shit that I want to get at my little, my young boys about.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I was that times 10 back then. You know what I mean? But when I had my first son, I said, nah, this ain't. Because a lot of people had really showed me their face and really showed me what you know what I mean? Like you got you a son now.
Yeah,
raise your son.
You have those experiences and you know that you're trying to impart those experiences and teach them to learn from your mistakes, from what you've done. Now, most of the time, they're going to listen. Some of the time, they're just going to blow you off and say, I got to go. Okay, what? You shouldn't have a whole 6-pack of beer? Watch me. Boom, 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 boom. No!
But now I'm just, I'm watching them grow up. I got my oldest son here with me. I got my baby son. And my other son, he in Jacksonville, Florida. You know what I mean? All I can do is,
So what do they think about rapping daddy?
They love me. I take care of them.
Okay.
I'm the biggest star they ever met. And because I'm not a star to them, because my oldest son, he been with me. He 13 now. He been with me, so he know, this is his company.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm just dad right now. You know what I mean? He 13. We'll figure out what's gonna happen. God bless us for him to do something good in his life. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, this is what daddy doing. And they love daddy. Cause daddy is a hustler. And I try to. None of my kids ain't want for nothing since they was born, ever.
Man, I wonder sometimes, why do we do this thing with show business where you might get paid? You already said that when you were even in the roofing business, that you weren't getting paid right at 15, 16, 17 years old. They didn't want to give you your paycheck. And in the entertainment business, at the end of the night, sometimes you might have to deal with the club owner, with the manager, and they might not want to give you your money at the end. Oh, we didn't make enough from the door. We didn't make enough from sales. So I know we told you we're going to pay you $300. We're going to give you $150, and we're going to send you home with some drink tickets, if that's okay. Right. No, that ain't okay.
Well, at the end of the day, it's far as that business is concerned. I mean, and I'm telling myself this too. You know what I'm saying? While I'm telling you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying is, you gotta tie your shoes up, go step to them people and say, look, man, this is what the business is, man. That's it. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't that, then we're just gonna handle this a different kind of way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But far as the family and the kids, man, just, you know what I mean? Everybody's straight. Everybody's straight. And this is my space. I don't care if I got to do it outside. I got my dog pen. You know what I mean? I do it in the hot wherever I got to do it. You know what I mean? This, you know, I've been doing this since I was about 14 years old. You know what I mean? I've been making music. I love to make music. You know what I mean? I know I'm not going. I hopefully one day I might make a platinum record, but if I don't, then you know I still just want to build my brand enough to where you know my son can do something with either one of my sons can do something with it they want to, or not. You know what I mean? If it starts and ends with me, then fuck it, I'll have all this content. Let's go back and check me out.
Well, I know you've been building and growing. I've been listening. I listened to your the stuff on SoundCloud. You could tell that you've been changing and progressing since the beginning. Because in the beginning, it was raw. It was I don't know what kind of equipment you were using.
SoundCloud?
What's that? Yeah.
You listen to on SoundCloud?
Oh yeah, you got the SoundCloud. You got the YouTube. YouTube is under your regular name, Andre Davis. You could find your YouTube stuff on there. And there's not only the songs, but there's also the behind the music songs, the making of. I find that so interesting. I mean, I'm a child of MTV and VH1, and I remember those shows behind the music. And you know, if you look at the Andre Davis YouTube, you'll hear the song, but then the next video will be like making of that song. I mean, what gave you that idea to do that?
Man, we just been in the entertainment business for our whole life, pretty much. You know what I mean? So we just, you know, trying to figure some shit out, really.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Because that's interesting to me. Is not just the song. Oh, it's a good beat. You know, I don't know who made the beats for you. If you want to give shout outs to people.
Yeah. Shout out to Slimmy Yoski out there in Texas. Shout out to Tone Red, my cousin out here in North Carolina. Shout out to Critty on the beat. Shout out to I can't think of my man's name, but he out there in Myrtle Beach. Shout out to Glow Street. Shout out to Hound Sounds. And shout out to branchoffrecords.com. Stop playing. Y'all know what time it is.
Well, that's important, man, is to have somebody who can make beats for you, because that is time consuming, man. You can spend all day, you could spend several days trying to get one beat perfect, so you can bust a rhyme over the top of it.
So I've tried every aspect of this game. You feel me? And beats was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, you do have to have patience. But honestly, the producers that we work with and the people that we work with, man, I'm so pleased with them. I don't mind paying them. I don't mind working with them because I know. Cause we get to pick our whole beats. Like I can't think of the guy's name, but one of the producers, you know, he was like, you can get, you know, one thing for this and you get another thing for that, right? So what I like to do is I'm a big tipper. You know what I mean? So I did way more than all that, and he sent me his whole catalog. Nice.
Nice. I mean, I've done the same where I played in my room with like Fruity Loops and Adobe Audition that I'm using behind me to record the vocals has like a bank that has guitars and hi-hats and all these different sounds, and you can lay some vocals over the top of it and kind of mix and match, and it's all, you know, moving stuff around like Fruity Loops, like FL Studio.
And I actually in the studio I made a couple beats and I actually done a couple songs. Man, you know, we've been doing this for so long, you know what I mean? But you know, it's not like I'm you know, all the producers that I work with, salute to them. Thank them so much. Man, they do an awesome job, and I think that's where we can stay there, you know, because that's not broke. Our beats situation is not broke by no means.
No, that's important as can be, because when I was first coming up into it in the 80s and the early 90s, we were stealing music. We were stealing, I'm sorry, we weren't stealing, we were sampling music, you know, and as a DJ, I would have to find the break beats. I would have to find the instrumental part, and I would have two records set up on the turntables. I'd have this record, spin that little instrumental, then I'd have this record, spin the same instrumental, mix it back and forth, boom, boom, boom. That way the MC would have something to rap over the top of. So you have to find those, and sometimes they're records that wouldn't even be played on the radio, or the holy grail is finding the instrumental version of a song. Oh, I could do that. Oh, yeah, that's fantastic. Mix it back and forth. Yeah.
If you're really passionate about it, man, you'll do it. I mean, it's not a if anybody can do anything really. It's just is you gonna do it.
Yeah, it wasn't easy. I had my two techniques.
Oh, yeah. It's not. Hey, if it was easy, then what? Everybody could do it, right?
You got that right.
You know what I mean? We don't get. You don't become successful being normal. You know what I'm saying? Or being regular, or being like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? You have to, figure out what you want to do, figure out what your happy space is, and try to get there. And try to get the people that love you and the people that you love. You know what I mean? I do that every day I wake up.
Well, that's the traditional team, is an MC and a DJ. Now, you said you don't travel with that DJ? What do you hand somebody a CD or a thumb drive and play these beats, something?
No, we already, like, whenever I go out of town, we just now they airdrop everything. Like, whenever you go perform, so all the young artists that's out there that was that's going to do shows or paying for showcases and everything. I know in Atlanta, because I've been going back and forth to Atlanta for a while, for a couple years now. They don't use flash drives, nothing like that. Just have your music on your shit and just airdrop it to them, and that's even beats. Like we emailed everything so long. Now ain't nobody emailing nothing. Like they put me up with. I'm like, here I'm gonna send you the email. They're like, no, don't email it. Just airdrop it. You know what I mean? You airdrop it to the computers, airdrop it to the laptops, airdrop it to people's phones. Just, you know what I mean? Just wherever you at, when you creating your music, wherever you take it, always have your MP3 ready. You know what I mean? But then have it ready to airdrop it. You know what I mean? Because that's how even you can go somewhere, and I'm speaking true facts, because this shit I've been through is you can go somewhere, you ain't even supposed to perform, but people know you as an artist. You know what I mean? Somebody might not show up. Somebody's shit might not be working, or whatever. Or maybe they trying to send an email, but they can't get no email. You go right up there, airdrop it right to the laptop. Now, guess who get to perform?
You do. Nah, you know what? I think I just became an old man, because I still want that email. I still want that thumb drive. I don't think I have an airdrop.
Yeah, I know, but when you moving in certain, like when you gotta, like when everything's going so high, fast paced.
Oh yeah.
And then a lot of people that you gotta service. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Man, it's hard to just pull up them emails, because you don't know who they are. You don't know. You know what I mean? So I understand it. You know what I mean? But it was new to me. You know what I mean? But it ain't new to me now, because I know what time it is. Everywhere I go, drop it. Pew.
Okay. Well, I mean, I know that technology is important. You got to keep up with the times. I gave up my vinyl. No more vinyl since 1999. Everything's been MP3s. Now, if I want to get a song, I go buy it real quick. I go to iTunes, go buy it real quick for 99 cents. A young lady, a young man comes at me and says, hey, can you play this song by ScoolaScoola? Oh, wait, I don't have that one. Let me get that for you. Beep, boop, boop. 99 cents later, I got the ScoolaScoola song.
Man, hey, I hope everybody enjoy my music and everything. You know what I mean? I hope. You know what I mean? And I gotta go to branchoffrecords.com. My artists, I'm so proud of them. And they got skills. Now, we make good music.
I did go to branchoffrecords.com, and I was wondering, let's see, gallery, artist. There is no place to go and buy the records directly from your website. That's something you need to fix.
Yep. See, we don't have that, because I was really looking at it just streaming, because our last website, we did have it where you can go download songs for 99 cents. But we was like, man, just give the music to the people for free.
Now, I did find something to where you're selling merch. You got T-shirts. So I want to put that link in the show notes to make sure that people can get your T-shirts, because even more than streaming, you make a half of a piece of a penny. But if you get a T-shirt, at least maybe you make $1 on it. You might make $1 on the T-shirt, and people will have a nice ScoolaScoola shirt on.
Or branch off record. We got a lot. If you look on that link and see all the stuff I created, man, we got cups, we got mugs, we got. I created a lot of stuff on that site.
Yeah, it's nice, man. Those sites are great, man, to help you merchandise and put your names out there. But you're doing the job. You're walking the walk. Do you have any shows that are coming out soon, or do you see yourself more as a live performer or as a studio performer, or half and half?
Half and half.
Yeah.
Half and half, because I have so much fun. And then it's like we do, like, man, we record songs in like 30 minutes.
Yeah. And it's nice, man. You can put that stuff out there and it can travel around the world faster than you can.
Yeah. Like when we record music, I mean, we go in there and we do, I mean, we can record, man, at one time we was recording like 3 songs in like 2 hours.
That's fantastic, man. That's speed.
Like, we rap. Like we rap.
Like freestyle.
I mean? It could be a slow, like a slow flow song, or it could be a hard body song, or it could be a straight club song. We just be on our shit, but we just go get them done, do the doubles, do the ad libs, and go to the next one.
Well, you do have different styles of rap and hip hop. It's not, sometimes you go fast and sometimes you go slow. You have some really nice rhythms there, but and do you ask do you come up with a rhyme first and get an idea for what kind of a rhythm you want, or do you hear the beats and go, I can lay over that on top of that? Yeah,
that's all. Like we all, like me and my whole team, we kind of like we together, but we individual. You know what I mean? We come up with the like we hear a beat. If I hear a beat, or if they hear a beat, or somebody hear a beat, and they start writing the song, then they'll either do it by themselves, or they'll be like, "Yo, what's up? I got this song. Let's try to do it." You know what I mean? We all, like me, I listen to beats and I listen to them, and then I just start writing them. Go to the studio, because shout out to Hound Sounds. We just go to the studio and record all the time whenever we get ready. You know what I mean? Like whenever we get something together, we go to the studio, we record it. Man, we got damn near 5,000 songs.
That's pretty prolific, man. I mean, it sounds like a good team too. It's a bunch of individuals that come together to form one thing. It's not like you're not like Boyz II Men or the Beatles or any of that kind of thing. You're 4 different people that can go solo, and then you can also come together. Well, maybe you're like Boyz II Men, because they all did, like New Edition. They all went and did some solo projects, but then they still came together as New Edition. So I guess I'm thinking about that.
Yeah, like the Jackson 5.
Yeah, all went apart and all came back.
Shit, it was like we can all stand on our own 2 feet, but I think we really just at a point where I gotta I'm trying to lead the way.
Very cool, man.
We had our time, and now it's time for us to get into a certain position to be able to let these young boys get on here and do their thing and get them out the streets, man.
Well, ScoolaScoola, as far as you've gone out, you remember where you came from. In fact, you're still living where you came from. And some of these Hollywood stars and people that have made it to this level, the higher level, gotten to the top of the mountain, they still, some of them go and they go back to their hometowns. Chappelle's back in his hometown.
And they should.
Yeah. He got out of Hollywood, got out of the rat race, get out of the crazy stuff, and go Just live, man.
And I'm gonna tell you this too. I don't give a damn what they tell you. When they go back to their neighborhoods, they don't know everybody. You know what I mean? They know the people that they know when they go back home, but they don't know everybody.
And
Like
you
they
could,
don't know. It's probably 2-3 generations that came up. He don't know. He know his. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And he good when he home. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? You don't know. You don't know these generations that's coming up under you. You know what I mean? Because I've been out the streets for a while. And I walk out, I go to the hood every once in a while to, fuck around, see what's going on, make sure everybody, the neighborhood is good. And it's so many young cats from the neighborhood. I mean, I don't know none of them.
Well, hey, do I know your mama? Do I know your daddy? That's just it. You know their parents.
Yeah. I know their parents. You know what I mean? And they respect me. And then when I step out, they, you know what I mean? It's good to be able to get on the other side of that.
Yeah.
Nonsense.
You can go travel to Raleigh or Durham or Charlotte and put on a show.
Anywhere.
But you can come back home as well, man. I mean, I got Little Rock, Arkansas, just down the street, and I can go see 500,000 people, and they can all be grooving to whatever. But then I could still come back home to my little tiny small town. No big deal. No, it's fantastic, man. I miss Miami, but it was kind of crazy. I am taking it easier in my later life.
Hey, I opt for forever and ever. My dream house that I like, my dream place I always wanted to move was Miami Beach. But when I went to Homestead and actually rode through Miami Beach, I said, hell no.
I kind of still want to go back to Miami Beach, man. But I would love
to go to Miami Beach because maybe if God bless me, I'll be able to still buy me a house in Miami Beach and let my kids go stay there whenever they feel like.
I mean, the other side of Florida is pretty good too. You got Fort Myers and Destin and those nice places too. All right.
If it ain't Dade County and Miami Beach, man, I'm telling you, I ain't. I got Raleigh and Charlotte right here at Myrtle Beach. I'm 45 minutes from Wilmington, and I'm 45 minutes from Myrtle Beach. Like I'm right in the middle of two big major, entertainment hubs. Where people go to all the time. You know what I mean? We're just right here in the middle in little Maryberry by the beach. You feel me?
All right, man. Go tell Andy Griffith to make me a bean pie.
Yeah.
And Aunt B. Wasn't that was from Bad Boys, wasn't it? Oh, yeah, it was.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's Martin Lawrence talking about Aunt B with a bean pie. All right, man.
Hey, man, it's all time, hey, man, but, so we have to move around. Like, there's no, really, the biggest star here in my city is me because there's no, there's like no rap saying, like, we not in no city. And we're not in no country either. We right here by the beach. It's all kind of shit going on out here. You know what I mean? But God bless me to be in a position where, man, this is my city. I run my city.
As long as you got a microphone and a beat and a recording device, you can keep making music and put it out to the world. This internet has made us so tight, so small. Yeah. We all got to come together, man, and just listen to, groove together. And that's fantastic. Yeah. All right, ScoolaScoola, I've taken enough of your time. This will be part 1, okay? I want you to come back anytime you want and tell me about what's going on. If you got some shows that you want to promote, definitely come on back.
I want everybody to go to yoatlraps.com. Go to yoatlraps.com. yoatlraps.com. Go there, click on the first voting block, and vote for ScoolaScoola to win Artist Next to Blow. Because I'm going to Atlanta the end of this month for I'll be in the Ultimate Artist Experience with AE. Big shout out to Boom and big shout out to AE. And then I'll be back in Atlanta in April for the award show. And I hope everybody that go there and vote for me, I hope I win. I'm gonna have on all white. I'm gonna be fly as all outside. Y'all know how I get down, and you know, go vote for me. You know what I mean? I'll be moving around, man.
All right, man. Well, you've given a bunch of shout outs to people that have helped you along the way that are still helping you. I always finish these things off with,
And,
go ahead.
and before I got one, I want to give a big shout out to my manager, Tim James, man. Thank you so much for everything, and we're gonna keep working, man.
And I got to say thanks again to the real Rick James, or the real, I guess that was that him, the real Rick James. I don't remember his full name.
You know what it is going. You know what it is going to say. You know what time it is.
Well, I appreciate him putting us together. And all right, I always finish these things off with last words for the people. This could be words to live by. This could be whatever you heard from somebody a long time ago. Maybe something you wake up with every morning, or whatever pops into your head at this moment in time. ScoolaScoola Andre Davis, Branch Off Records. Give the last words for the people.
In the words of my homeboy Big B, big shout out to 97.3. If better is possible, then good is not enough.
Well, there you have it, party people. ScoolaScoola, branchoffrecords.com. And go to that website and vote for him. Vote for him. He deserves it. He deserves it. And listen to his beats, man. I got all the links in the show notes below. So check out the links, Branch Off Records. I told him, I got the SoundCloud. You could see the progression that he's had from 11 years ago to just about 2 years ago. And you'll see he's been getting better and better and better and better. And it's just going to keep getting better. The more experience you got, the more you got to talk about, the more stories you got to tell. And that's what ScoolaScoola does. Thanks so much for being on the podcast, the What Makes You Famous podcast. That's it for this edition of What Makes You Famous. Thanks again, ScoolaScoola. Now, I'm turning my attention to you, my loyal listener. If you'd like to tell your story, I encourage you to give me a call, 501-470-6386, or email KeysDAN@AOL.com. That's it for me. It's KeysDAN, RadioWhat.com, DJLittleRock.com. Peace. I'm out of here.